Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Virtual Fair 2018. The topic of this presentation is the EPLAN Goes Cloud, higher efficiency through collaboration. But before I start, I'd like to invite you, if you have any questions, please enter them in the chat right next to the presentation. And at the end of the presentation, I will take a look at the chat and answer your questions. My name is Mulherrin. I am the product manager for EPLAN Electric P8 as well as Cloud Solutions. And I will give you an insight on our new tool and our new solution Store Share View and how that can improve efficiencies in your whole entire engineering process. EPLAN Goes Cloud. So again, first let's start with the EPLAN project. To be able to use the cloud efficiently, we need data, and this data is coming in the form of the EPLAN project. The EPLAN project collects all of your data throughout the entire engineering process, and this can be done simply by defining an environment, and in that environment, throughout the process, add data to that environment to make a complete digital twin of your control system. Let's start with basic engineering. When you define your concepts and you start defining what type of machine you want to build, capture your actuators, define your power distribution, your air supply, all of those general pieces of engineering can be defined right at front during the basic engineering process and uploaded to the EPLAN project. Then the detail engineering phase. This is when you add all the details, all of the wires, all of your terminal strips, all of your connections within the enclosure, and you can complete your control system in detail. And all of this information, again, gets added to the EPLAN project to enrich the quality of the data for engineering your control system. Then we go to software engineering. Software engineering is where you have to develop the program to actually make the machine work. Well, a lot of data needs to be added or also taken from the EPLAN project. For example, all of your tags and your descriptors. This information needs to be transferred back and forth between software engineering and the EPLAN project. Again, enriching the EPLAN project, making it better quality. And finally, this data that's in the EPLAN project can be used for production and for commissioning aspects, as well as service and maintenance. When the users are in front of their machine, they need to troubleshoot the machine. What do they look at? They look at the EPLAN project. And if the data is high quality and is not just graphical information, they can actually leverage that information a lot better, a lot faster to make their tasks a lot more productive. But how does the data get inside the EPLAN project? Well, therefore, we use our solutions. We use our solutions such as EPLAN pre-planning, which enables you to design P&ID, process and instrumentation diagram, or even just machine layouts and capture your actuators and your sensors. EPLAN fluid to do all of the pneumatic, hydraulic, cooling, lubrications aspects of your automation system. Electric P8 to design all of your electrical connections, all of your electrical sensors, your motors, wire them, connect them, and make sure that they are protected well and controlled well. EPLAN Pro Panel to design your enclosure in 3D and make sure all of the components fit in the enclosure, and then extract the information for producing the enclosure a lot faster, a lot more efficiently. EPLAN Harness Pro D to make sure that wire routing around a specific product is actually works and you have enough space. For example, in a car, you can see the car harnesses or the wire harnesses in a car. To be able to lay all of that out around a 3D model, you can use Harness Pro D for that. EPLAN Data Portal, of course, one of the most important aspect is high quality data. We have over 230 manufacturers that provide 830,000 parts for the EPLAN platform so that you can do all of your engineering of your automation systems a lot faster and a lot more efficiency. And again, that way the user does not have to go and search other websites to find the data and import it and add it to the EPLAN project. EPLAN Cogeneer, a front-end configuration tool that integrates directly in the platform and allows users to click on certain options and generate the projects automatically, creating the EPLAN project a lot faster with fewer errors and therefore higher quality. EPLAN Integration Suite. Take your EPLAN project and the data within that project and integrate that EPLAN project within your environment. Connect it to PDM systems, PLM systems, or ERP systems so that the information can be simply transferred instead of re-entered. And finally, Syngineer, a cloud application to help you to communicate between the various different departments in a more efficient way to be able to understand what changes need to be made quickly and efficiently. So this EPLAN project, if we take it today, it's actually created by our on-premise solutions. So using all of these solutions, you create the project and now you have it again on-premise. But today with StoreShareView, we are moving the project into the cloud. So we are uploading this project in the cloud, and then we are providing you a very simple environment to be able to view and access that project in the cloud. This environment is called StoreShareView. You can use a simple browser such as Microsoft Edge or Google Chrome or Safari, and you can simply open the browser, log into the cloud, and view your EPLAN project. So why StoreShareView? First of all, store. We take the project from the on-premise, we upload it into the cloud with a click of a button, and now the user can access that project in the cloud. Not just graphical data, but graphical data plus logical information and parts data. And as we enrich that EPLAN project, the more information we can leverage out of that project once it's in the cloud. Share. We want to share this project with other users. That means we want to invite other users from different departments, even other organizations, to come and view that project and consume the information that is needed for them through the EPLAN project. Finally, view. View allows the user to simply visualize the project in the cloud. So the user can simply log onto the browser, access the pages, visualize the pages, and consume the information as needed. And finally, redlining. We provide a workflow now to give feedback to the engineer on the on-premise solution. So with redlining, the user on the shop floor can simply mark information up or make comments, and these comments can then be through the cloud transferred directly down to the on-premise solution so that the engineer can make his changes and publish a new version, increasing or improving the quality of the project at the end. One of the aspects as well is why the cloud is easy to use. It's a browser-based software. This means that you don't have to watch which operating system you use. You can use Windows, you can use Unix, you can use iOS, and you just have to open up a browser, log on to the cloud, and access the EPLAN project, completely independent from operating system. It's accessible from anywhere. It's the cloud. All you need is an internet connection. So you connect to the internet, you log on to the EPLAN cloud, you have access to your project, no matter where you are, on which continent you are, or in which environment you are. Up to date. Today, if we look at the on-premise solutions, we have different versions, and the customer needs to make sure he has the right version, or he has to check, is there an update for this version or not? Can I download? Can I not? Here, all you have to do is simply, again, log into the cloud. You will always have the up-to-date version because we make sure that in the cloud, the right application is available in the latest format. Adding functionality as we go, and we simply publish a new version, and next time you log on, you have that next version available. And connected. One of the important aspects is we know that many other companies today are going cloud as well. So we need to be able to provide connectivity in the cloud to cloud connectivity. For example, if we take MindSphere, Siemens MindSphere, they provide apps that might need access to the EPLAN project. So through our REST API, we provide access for third-party applications to simply connect to the EPLAN cloud, access the information needed within the EPLAN project, and then use that information for the application. Cloud-to-cloud connectivity, which provides new workflows and new added value for customers once the project is in the EPLAN cloud. We also, through the cloud, or through publishing the project to the cloud, we have access to a whole group of new users. Today, with our on-premise solutions, we can only talk to the engineers, the people that develop the machines, the people that design the diagrams, the people that lay out the cabinets. Now, suddenly, all of the consumers of that project can simply log onto the cloud and download or connect to the project and access that information. Whether it's the person that's building the cabinet, whether it's the person that's commissioning the cabinet, the service engineer, or even the commission engineer, or the maintenance engineer. All of these people that today only had access to the project through paper now can simply, through a tablet of any operating system, connect through the browser, access the EPLAN project in the cloud, view that project, navigate the project very easily, and simply redline the project if needed or use the information for their particular aspects. So that kind of gives you an overview of the EPLAN Cloud and what benefits that EPLAN Cloud Store Share View project offers to you, and also to the downstream processes for further engineering. So now I'm going to take a look at the questions, if there are any questions in the chat, and let's take a look and answer them. So currently there are no questions in the chat, or maybe just a few. Here I'll answer these. When will Store Share View be available? Currently we are in an early bird phase, so we have selected customers that have given access to Store Share View to have feedback and actually create the version. And this version will be available with version 2.8. So this fall, beginning of October, we're going to be releasing version 2.8, and you will have access to Store Share View eventually. Can we also view 3D models in Store Share View? Well, if you have ProPanel and you created a ProPanel or a cabinet in 3D, when you upload that EPLAN project to the cloud, the 3D model gets also uploaded to the cloud. So with Store Share View, you can view that 3D model in the cloud environment, navigate the model, rotate the model, and visualize the components in 3D. Do I need special software to prepare for the projects for the cloud? Once you have version 2.8, then you can simply open up the cloud application. You can see which projects you have in the cloud. You can highlight the project you currently have on premise and simply upload that project with a click of a button. And you can visualize how many versions of that project you've uploaded, and you can also keep track and easily transfer the project. So no additional software necessary. Will there be additional license cost? We are in the progress, or we are in process of actually working out the license model for Store Share View. So that has not been finalized yet, but eventually, yes, there will be a cost towards the Store Share View. We are not exactly sure the details of it, but that will be published as soon as it's available. How is the synchronization of the project data to the cloud planned? Well, the synchronization of the project data through the cloud is planned through an interaction of the user. So the engineer on the platform makes his modifications on the premise with the on-premise solution, and then publishes the project to the cloud. When the users, for example, the production engineer makes comments through the red line, this information is visualized by the engineer. He can then make changes and publish a new version. And through email, or even eventually looking at Syngineer, we can communicate those changes and make sure that everything is transparent on that aspect. Can there be an on-premise cloud server? So I assume that question is the topic of public versus private cloud. Currently, Store Share View is only available on a public cloud. And the reason is because if we start putting the Store Share View on private clouds, then the whole topic of keeping the software up to date becomes an issue again. Now we'll have to figure out, okay, which version are you? Did you upload to that version? Because on the public cloud, they have a different version than on the private cloud. And that whole becomes an IT nightmare. So at first, we are going to provide a public version of Store Share View and eventually wait for feedback and see if the benefits of keeping the private cloud outweigh the necessity of maybe having a private cloud. So those are topics that we can look at in the future. And that is it for the questions from the chat. So from my side, Sean Mulherrin, I'd like to say thank you for visiting the Virtual Fair 2018. And please go and see the live presentations in our live software sections. Come and chat with our colleagues, ask questions, and we'd be more than willing to help you and give you some answers or point you in the right direction. Thank you very much and have a great day.